Hey guys, welcome to Shadow Skull Studios. It's Raeven. We're here with another deck list for this Friday. This time we're gonna be doing another enchantress because Duskborn's out. I'm gonna do my one final Duskborn focused commander deck list. But yeah, guys, I just gotta ask, please like and subscribe for more stuff in the future, or if you enjoy my content and support the channel, or you can comment down below, get that algorithm going, get us some more traction. I think next Friday, instead of doing another commander deck list, I'm going to do some more arena, get back into that, play some more casual, all that fun stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it with the commander. Amanatu, Veil Piercer, being of your upkeep, Surveil 2. Each enchantment card in your hand has Miracle. Its Miracle cost is equal, is mana cost reduced by 4. You may cast a card for its miracle cost when you draw it, if it's the first card you've drawn this turn. So many fun stuff we can do. Then we're going to do Amanatu the Fate Shifter. Draw a card, then put a card from your hands on top of your library. -1 is exile, target another target permanent you control. Base Reflector it. -6, choose left or right, which we're not going to do. Literally, it's the top and the first and second ability for Amanatu, so we can get some more of our Enchantress stuff out. To our creatures, we have Ancient Cellar Spawn. Each spell that's a demon, horror, nightmare costs 1 less to cast. When you cast a spell, if the amount of mana to cast it was less than its normal mana value, target opponent loses life equal to the difference. So with this and our commander, we can drain our opponent's life. Astral Dragon, so we can copy some enchantments we're doing. Athreos, God of Passage, is when we lose our enchantment creatures. Hopefully we can get it back. Athreos Shroud Veiled is to, when our creatures die, hopefully we can get them back, or take our opponent's creatures. Blood Artist, for whenever our creatures die, we can tax our opponent, and it's part of an infinite combo. Clever Impersonator, you may have Clever Impersonator in your battlefield as a copy of any non-land permanent on the battlefield. So we can also get some more enchantments. Displacer Kitten for flickering for some more of our ETB abilities. Doomwake Giant is to one-sidedly Born Wipe our opponents once we get enough enchantments on the board. Entity Tracker for card draw. Erebos, God of the Dead, stop our opponents from gaining life. And we can draw a card because with this and Amanatu, we can try and flash out some enchantments on our opponent's turn. Fate Unraveler is to punish our opponents for all their card draw. Fear of Sleep Paralysis is to tap down all of our opponent's stuff and keep it. Ghostly Dancers is Graveyard Recursion for our enchantments. Gremlin Tamer is part of an infinite combo to make us 1/1 creatures. Grim Guardian is also part of the infinite combo, but this anytime an enchantment, it or another enchantment enters battlefield under control, each opponent loses 1 life. Hana Ship's Navigator is enchantment recursion. Heliod Radiant Dawn is enchantment recursion. Also gives our stuff flash. Inquisitive Glimmer makes our enchantments cost 1 less and our rooms cost 1 less to unlock. Mondrak, when we make tokens, we're going to make twice that many. Ondu Spirit Dancer, when enchantment control enters, you may create a token as a copy of it. Do this only once each turn as part of an infinite combo. Opposition Agent is to stop our opponents from searching. Sakashima the Imposter, so get some good creatures on our board. Or maybe we can do another Doomwake Giant. Spark Double, same thing for Sakashima. Sun Titan is for Graveyard Recursion. Thoughts of D-Dwelling for that ETB bonus. Zer the Enchanter is to make our enchantment creatures we control have Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof. And we can make non-aura enchantment we control into a creature. For sorceries, we have Redress Fate, which is going to be recur all our artifacts and enchantments. Dawn's Truce, protect our board. Fear's Guardianship for a counterspell. Glimmer Burst to draw 2 cards and make a 1/1 enchantment creature. Surge of Salvation is to protect our board. Source Plowshares is for removal. Going into our artifacts, Arcane Signet, Ashnod's Altar. I have an infinite combo with Blood Artist, Commander Sphere for Mana Rock, Sensei's Divining Top to go with Amanatu, and a Soul Ring. For enchantments, we have Annoyed Procession, because when we make tokens of stuff, we're going to make twice that many. Bastion Remembrance is another part of an infinite combo, which I will show at the end of the video. Battle at the Hell Vault is for removal. Cacophony Unleashed is a board wipe. Caretaker's Talent for card draw. Copy Enchantment, copy our good enchantments. Cunning Rhetoric is to try and persuade our opponents not to attack us, because then we just get some of the stuff. Dictate of Erebos, punish our opponents for board wiping or removing our creatures. Enchanted Evening is part of an infinite combo. Extravagant Replication to make token copies of permanents we control. Grasp of Fate for removal. Hollowed Haunting is to make really big spirits. Karmic Justice is to punish our opponent for blowing up our board. Leyline of the Void is to hate our opponent's graveyard. Mirror Maid, get a copy of something on the battlefield. Nowhere to Run is to turn off our opponent's hexproof and ward and -3/-3 something. Omniscience to cheat out all our stuff. Paleful Quandary is to punish our opponents for casting spells. Propaganda, stop our opponent from attacking us. Restricted Office and Lecture Hall is kind of a board wipe, and it gives all our stuff hexproof. Secret Arcade is part of the infinite combo. And Dusty Parlor, we have Shark Typhoon is to make giant sharks. Sphere of Safety to stop our opponent from attacking us. Teleportation Circle to flicker our stuff. Ellis Reborn is to slow our opponents down. 3 Blind Mice is to make more copies. Timely Ward for protecting our commander. And Virtue Persistence, mostly just to get some creatures back from the graveyard. For our lands, went pretty cheap. Arcane Sanctum, Choked Estuary, Command Tower, Darkwater Catacombs, Exotic Orchard, Godless Shrine, Hall of Heliod's Generosity, Hollowed Fountain, 6 Islands, Isolated Chapel, 6 Plains, Port Town, Rafine's Tower, Reflecting Pool, Shattered Sanctum, Sky Cloud Expanse, 6 Swamps, and a Vault of the Champions. So just enough mana diversity to get us all of our colors. And we're going to go ahead and go into a playtest. But we're going to basically show y'all what it is. So we have Enchanted Evening. So Enchanted Evening with Undo Spirit Dancer. And then we need another one, which is Restricted Office. Okay. So part of the combos are you need either Enchanted Evening or Restricted Office on the board. And you need an Undo Spirit Dancer to enter the battlefield. So with either one of these two, with Undo Spirit Dancer, you will make infinite Undo Spirit Dancers. So with the infinite Undo Spirit Dancers, there's a bunch of things you can do. You can so with these in Grim Guardian, we're going to infinitely drain our opponent's life. View library. So we could also do a Blood Artist and Ashnod's Altar. So either one of these two, Undo Spirit Dancer, Ashnod's Altar, and Blood Artist, we will also drain all of our opponent's life. So yeah, bunch of stuff for us to like just cheat out our opponent's life total. We're gonna drain them. It's infinite life gain for us, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I mean whenever the infinite combos is mostly either Enchanted Evening, Restricted Office, and Undo Spirit Dancer, and these are the payoffs essentially right here. So yeah, stuff like that. Mostly those are like the win cons for the deck. Let's go ahead and restart. And of course now we're not gonna get any lands. You know what? I'll play with 2 lands. I have 33 lands on the deck, and apparently I can't draw them when I play test. So we're gonna draw for turn, do the Sanctum. Next turn, we'll put in a Godless Shrine and play tapped. Next turn, Vault of the Champions. So with this, what we're immediately going to do is 3 Blind Mice. We'll do 3 Blind Mice just to get a blocker on the board. Add a counter. Next turn, we'll do a Plains. Cast our commander. Oh yeah, we make a copy, which I think is just X, right? Yep, make another mouse. Our next turn, we surveil 2. And on the surveil 2, we're going to cast Cunning Rhetoric or the Haunting? We want Hallowed Haunting. Cunning Rhetoric we'll put on top. And then, so put that back on top. Next turn, we're drawing it. We're going to cast it for 2 white. Boop. And that's the card we draw. So that's our turn phase. Main phase 1, we make another mouse, which we just have blockers for. We have a counter spell. You know, all the fancy stuff. On our next turn, we're going to surveil again. Jeez, this is not great. Oh, we're going to throw Cunning Rhetoric in the graveyard with Commander Sphere. So next turn on our draw, it's a Plains. We'll play it. And with this, what I'm going to want to do is we'll just do Enchanted Evening. This goes to the graveyard. We have 2/2 mice that we're not going to attack with. Oh, on the cast of that, we make a Spirit. Make the Spirit Cleric. Yep. That is basically just going to be a 1/1. On our next turn, we're going to Surveil. That's Unassigned Altar and Omniscience. Reduced by 4 is 6 mana. We're going to throw it like this. There we go. So that'll help. So on our next turn, we have an Ashnod's Altar. 1, 2, 3. Ashnod's Altar. And what we'll do, sacrifice for 2 mana. Sacrifice for 2 more mana. And the 1 white. And we're going to do Ghostly Dancers, which will, from graveyard to hands, we're going to get 3 Blind Mice back to our hand. Right? Yep. So our next turn, we Surveil. Put that, we're going to get Dawn's Truce. Yes, I want to do it this way. So we're going to go ahead and cast 3 Blind Mice, making these 2 tokens. And so on our next turn, we can try and cheat out Omniscience. And we have mana for like Dawn's Truce and removal and Fierce Guardianship. Stuff like that. So on our next turn, we're going to Surveil. Now that's just rude. We're going to throw that in the grave. Alright. So we untap. Next turn. Omniscience. We're going to reveal it. Sacking these 2 for 4 mana. Oh, I still can't do it. We're just going to throw Omniscience in the graveyard. We're going to draw that card. That's fine. We can't do anything with that either because we don't have double mana. But that's fine. We're still getting a board. We're still making. We'll start making the cleric tokens. Let's go ahead and restart. What is it with not getting lands? Oh, I guess that is a land. Alright, so we draw for turn 1. Shatter Sanctum enters tapped. Turn 2. We're going to do a Dark Water Catacombs. Still can't do anything. Next turn, Vault of Champions. We're going to do Entity Tracker. Yeah. Next turn. Play an island. Cast Commander. On our next turn, we're going to do that. We're going to throw Mirror Maid in the graveyard. We're going to draw the Arcane Signet. Turn 4. Arcane Signet. 3 mana. We're going to do a Karmic Justice. For next turn, we Surveil. Whoops. We're going to cast Cutting Rhetoric for 1 black mana. Enters the battlefield. We draw a card. We're going to play Isolated Chapel. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 mana, so we could do a Shark Typhoon. Our next turn, we're going to Surveil. Oh, crap. I don't have the mana. Because what was that? Oh, we have the mana. So we're going to put Heliod there and Omniscience here. On our next turn, when we draw. So we do our 3 blue. And 1. So I need 2 more. Yeah, because it reduces it by 4, so it's 3. So I have 4 mana. Oh, it's all our mana still. Okay, it's 6 mana. That's 4, 5, 6. 6 mana, Omniscience. On the cast Omniscience, we make an XX Shark. We're going to make a 10/10 Shark. Make a 10/10. With flying. And at that point, we'll cast Ashnod's Altar, then we make a 3/3 Shark. And that's a... What in the world? Make it 3/3. Boop. Yeah. Look at this. This is... Oh yeah, I forgot to even like draw the cards for any tractor, so I had missed triggers. Let's go ahead and restart. Draw for turn 1. We're going to do Rafine's Tower. Next turn. Do we want to do... No, we'll do a Swamp. And we'll do Blood Artist. Next turn. Do an Island. Cutting Rhetoric. Next turn. Sure. He allows Urosity. Amanatu. On our next turn, we're going to Surveil. What is this one? Secret Arcade. As part of the infinite combo. Yeah, so we'll do that. So for turn 5, we're going to pay with 1 white. Secret Arcade. Yep. And then we're going to play land. Which will be, this one will be Shattered Sanctum. Too bad we don't have 2 white though. But now we do, but that's fine. So yeah. And if they remove it, we can do Hall of Heliod's Generosity to basically put it back on top of our deck, and with Amanatu we'll get it back. There's with Hall of Heliod, yeah, we're good. So we have part of the infinite combo right here. So on our next turn, we're gonna do Clever Impersonator. It's turn 6. We don't miracle anything out. We'll put an island there. And this is where it begins. 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Undo Spirit Dancer. And that's basically what we're going to do. Yeah. We just have infinite Undo Spirit Dancers. We'll say we'll leave it at 5 though. So we have 5 total. But on our next turn, with Hallowed Haunting, we'd make that many copies of it. So say our turn, we'll go again. I'm going to put Displacer Kitten on top. Next turn, we're drawing that. We could easily just do flip back over. So we just do white, white, this 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do Hallowed Haunting, and we make like 5 of those. So now when we cast an enchantment spell, we're gonna make a bunch of spirits. But also with Clever Impersonator or Displacer Kitten, we'd reset the Undo Spirit Dancer infinite combo. So we have so many ways to just restart the combo. Wow, that's you know what? We're gonna keep this hand because I think it's funny. Hollowed Fountain play tapped. Next turn, Isolated Chapel. Next turn, now we draw all our lands. Expanse, Cunning Rhetoric, Expanse. We'll do a Plains, cast Commander. We're gonna Surveil. We're gonna throw Hallowed Haunting in the graveyard. Put him back on top. Next turn, we drew a Heliod. We're gonna cast our Heliod, which puts Hallowed Haunting into our hand. We'll play a land for turn. For our next turn, we Surveil. What does this one do? We Surveil. I kind of want to do the Sleep Paralysis. So now, our next turn, Sleep Paralysis is 4 cheaper, so we're going to just do tap our black and that. We cast that dude. Then we're going to play a land. And then we're going to turn over our Heliod. We may cast spells at flash speed, and spells you cast cost 1 less for each card your opponents have drawn this turn. So if we start drawing cards on our opponent's turn with like Erebos or something, with that, we'll be able to, oops out even more stuff. We're going to Surveil again. We have a Sakashima and the Darkwater Catacombs. Put Darkwater Catacombs back on top. And Sakashima. Next turn, I'm going to do a Swamp. Do a white. And here, we'll do an island. No, we'll do a Swamp. A Skycloud Expanse. And island. There we go. We'll do the Hallowed Haunting. And we'll leave mana open, because depending on how much our opponents cast, we could oops out a Sakashima or Enchanted Evening, which is part of infinite combo. Stuff like that. So our next turn, we'd Surveil. I'm going to just do God of Passage. Stuff like that. Let's do one more test. Not that. That is a bad hand. That one's better. So we will draw. We're just going to do Shatter Sanctum and play tapped. Next turn, we'll do an island. Still nothing good. Next turn, we'll do a swamp. And with the swamp, though, let's just go ahead and do... No, not Bastion Remembrance yet. We'll do Caretaker's Gift. Next turn, we don't have the mana, so we got to do Bastion Remembrance, which makes us a 1/1. Human Soldier. When we make that token, we draw a card. Still not good enough. We need that 4th land. Next turn. Yikes. Alright, so I don't have anything that makes me tokens right now. But we would need creatures. We'll say our opponent tries to crack a fetch land. We'll do an Op Agent next turn. Command Tower. with our commander. For that, we'll surveil the 2. Put them both in the graveyard. Next turn. Wow. We get a Doomwing Giant to kill our opponent's stuff. For our next turn, we surveil. Hollowed Fountain, and I'll do Erebos. We drew Erebos. We're going to cast Erebos. Basically draining our opponent's stuff. And then because we know what's there, Shattered Sanctum, we're drawing a card. We'll play Hollowed Fountain, taking that to life. Alright, and next turn. Oh, forgot to surveil. We'll do Displacer Kitten, actually. So we draw a Displacer Kitten. But what I'd want to do... Black, black, and 1. Bulwark. On our next turn, we'd surveil. I'd put Fierce Carnage up on top. But yeah, there you go. So this deck's a little slow because you have to try and predict what you're going to put in the graveyard. I don't have enough filtered cards like Brainstorm, stuff like that, or I would put them in here. But yeah, guys, it's just another cheap deck. You can get the precon that has a lot of the pieces and stuff like that. But I hope you enjoy everything, guys. I'll see y'all again next time. Bye-bye.